Christmas crafters, I'm Drea with Clueless Mama DIY, and today we're going from clueless to I got this on how to hang ribbon from your tree vertically. Let's hope for your sake and my sake it's as easy as I think it's going to be. On our new Christmas tree, new to me, of course it's upcycled. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of trash to treasure and Dollar Tree DIYs. This one I picked up for $5 off Facebook Marketplace, and I also flocked it lightly myself, super cheap, in 15 minutes. So if you guys want to see how I did that, you can also watch the video that's in the description, and I'll remind you at the end after you learn how to do the ribbon, because you can really save yourself some coin and it's super easy. So I was watching Kelly Page and she was showing on Instagram how to go ahead and decorate this vertically. So I've got myself some buffalo plaid ribbon that is wired, and I got this at Michael's with a coupon. I've also found one on Amazon if that's easier for you, that is around the same dimensions, and I'm super cheap, so I'm hoping that this is going to fill the whole tree, but I don't think you need too many strands of ribbon when you're going vertically. Optional, you can also have some wire, or you can actually go ahead and use the branches themselves to secure the ribbon. And if you like easy crafts that anybody can do, I'm your girl, because I'm no guru. That's why I'm Clueless Mama DIY, but somehow I am still fortunate enough to show you some things that look really beautiful for your home and cost you next to nothing. So go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell if you want to be stuck with me and craft with me in the future. Let's get to ribboning. So right now I'm going to be guesstimating roughly how long in length I'm going to be needing for each vertical strand of the ribbon. And because your girl is super thrifty, aka cheap, I'm really hoping that one of these rolls is enough, and I think it will be, because you don't want to have too much ribbon if you're going in with ornaments as well. Keep in mind that you're also going to be gathering it and bunching the ribbon, so you want to make sure you have a lot extra to work with while you're guesstimating how long to go. Now the tutorial I saw, if you want to call it that, by Kelly Page was on Instagram, so it was super fast. I'm throwing in some extra little tips that I think are going to save you a lot of time. Before you go ahead and actually put this ribbon on the tree, I want you guys to go ahead and measure the same length of the width that you just measured, but don't cut it yet, because you do want to test this out to make sure it was accurate before you cut that next one. But if it is an accurate amount of length, then you know you can keep cutting that exact same length over and over until you have as many strands as you want. I think for this tree, I'm probably going to go with five rows of ribbon, but we'll soon find out. So I've got it to the same length, but I'm not cutting it yet. You want to start putting the ribbon on from the top of the tree. Be mindful of what type of tree topper you're going to be using, because you want to make sure that wherever you're starting tying these is not really exposed. So if this whole branch was going to be covered, you could maybe tie it around that. In my case, I think part of that might be exposed. So I'm just gonna fold this, because I know that's how I put my tree topper on. And I'm actually gonna start in this middle branch area, tying it around, and then working my way down. So I am going to be using the wire just mainly because I had some in my house. It does give it a little bit more of an organized look, but again, you guys could totally just use a tree branch, especially if it's an artificial tree, because you know you can bend those whichever way. So I'm just pre-cutting a few strands of the string so that it's convenient for me to work with. Basically, you just want to look at your tree, kind of avoid the lights, which I put on horrendously, by the way. And wherever you think that there should be a nice, I don't know what to call this, half moon or whatever you want to call it. And then once you see that area, you're going to take your wire, or you're gonna take your branch, whichever. In this case, I'm taking my wire and I am just wrapping it around one of the close branches towards it so that it actually stays in that half moon shape the entire time. And there's my first half moon. Of course, as I'm going down, I'm doing my best to stay in a vertical line. And actually the nice thing about having the wire is if you don't like where you put it on the branch, you can actually just push forward to slide the ribbon further back. So I would actually recommend the wire, or just being really mindful of where you want the crease of the ribbon to be. And at the end, you just want to make sure it has the tucked portion, or the bottom of the ribbon is tucked nicely under so people can't see, you know, the rough side of the ribbon. Did I promise you that was easy? I promised you. Like all of my DIYs, any clueless crafter can ribbon their tree after watching this. I hope you guys like this video. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you the finished product. I'm gonna put about 5 more of these strands on and show you guys how it turns out. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so we don't lose touch and we continue to do easy, beautiful crafts for our home together. And if you wanna see how I flock the tree, which is also super easy, you can click this card here or check out my other Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs and let me know what color scheme you went for Christmas on your tree. Or even better, tag me on Instagram at cluelessmamad.drea. Let's get ribboning. I don't know what this is, but yeah.